Hey everyone, it's Jordan from Fish Keeping Made Easy, and today I'm going to give you my care guide on the German blue ram. The German blue ram is an amazingly colourful dwarf cichlid that is commonly used as a centrepiece fish in community tanks. A perfect alternative to Napistagram or Crebensis, this fish is easy to breed, available in most fish shops, and definitely an entertaining fish to have. There are a few different varieties such as the gold ram, the electric blue ram, and also long-finned and balloon versions, so let's look more into this fish's care requirements. The German blue ram is a dwarf cichlid and only really grows to a max size of around 2 inches or 6 or 7 centimetres. Although small, I would recommend a tank size of at least 20 gallons or around 75 litres for a pair of rams. Although considered relatively peaceful, they can be territorial, especially when breeding, so this will give your other fish in the tank some more space. Now, you can keep a group of rams if the male and female ratio is correct, or you can keep one by itself, but they do recommend keeping a pair. German rams come from South America and inhabit in small, heavily vegetated sandy pools in the Orinoco River Basin in Colombia and Venezuela. So for a tank setup, they do well in heavily planted tanks with plenty of hardscape, wood and rocks can be used to create little caves, which will be perfect places for these relatively shy fish to hide and breed. If your ram appears to be overly aggressive, it could be from a lack of hiding spots or the tank's a little bit overcrowded. I would recommend a sandy substrate as they do sift through sand looking for excess food. They do come from warm, soft acidic waters, so a pH between 6 and 7 will be ideal, with a temperature between around 25-26 degrees to 29 degrees Celsius or 78 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. So when considering tank mates and plants, also take this temperature into consideration. One issue with high temperatures is that ammonia becomes more toxic, which is a bit of an issue because they are pretty sensitive to poor water quality, so always ensure your water quality is maintained. However, these fish are a lot hardier than they're made out to be, as most of them are now captive bred. In terms of diet, these fish can be slightly picky and sometimes will refuse to eat flake or pellet foods, but will more than likely accept frozen or live foods. Foods such as bloodworms, mosquito larvae, mysis shrimp, brine shrimp, or a frozen cichlid mix are all pretty good choices. Now, in terms of tank mates, they are relatively peaceful if they're given enough space and they have enough hiding spots, but they can be territorial when breeding, so they're best not kept with other aggressive cichlids. Now, I know I'll get the question, can you keep them with Apistogrammas, can you keep them with Crebensis, but in my opinion, I would say the Crebensis and Apistogrammas are just probably going to be too aggressive for the German blue rams to feel comfortable. And if both pairs of the cichlids decide to breed at the same time, you're probably going to have yourself a little bit of a civil war on your hands. You do best with peaceful community fish, things like cardinal tetras, rummy-nosed tetras, cories, plex, and any other community fish that match their water conditions are all perfect tank mates. Also, due to their ability to thrive in high temperatures, they are commonly added as tank mates for discus. And finally, let's talk about breeding German blue rams. So first off, I've never personally bred rams, but I have seen them breed in the shop that I worked in with no real effort whatsoever. So the first thing is to make sure you actually have a pair. Fish you get at your local fish shop may display less coloration due to stress or the fact that they're actually still juveniles. Now, if possible, I would recommend, if you're wanting to breed them, to try and purchase an already established pairing. However, with rams, females can be easily identified by the fact that they have tiny, bright blue dots inside their big black spot on the side of their body, whereas males lack this. Females also get a pinkish red belly that intensifies when they're ready to breed. Males also tend to be a bit bigger and longer than the females and also have some extensions on their dorsal fins. Rams tend to breed on flat rocks, but they'll also breed within coconut shells, leaves, wood, basically anything. Just have a mix of all these things within your tank to give them some options. So to summarise, rams will easily breed if all their care requirements are met. Just make sure they're well fed and the water quality is kept high, and you should have some success. So let me know if you plan on keeping rams or if you've already got them. And as always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next one.